Hello. I just wanted to make a brief video outlining some of the work that Adil and I have completed together as part of our partnership under the Thrive Red Light brand. Um, I think I'll start with some brief context on what I was trying to achieve and how I initially found Adil's profile. So I was setting up a new e-commerce company under the Thrive umbrella, the broader Thrive umbrella, and I needed support with the design and creation, really, of a brand concept, brand guidelines, and then I wanted someone to take that brand and design a new website integrated with Shopify that we could then use as an e-commerce platform. I liked Adil's background, his skill set, his experience. I believe he's a Google certified designer, and you certainly see that quality coming through in his work. So we partnered initially on the brand piece, which I can show on screen a couple of pieces here. So I'll kind of walk us through the journey. So we started off with he would send me a deck of options, including like potential logo designs, iconography, and sort of a mood board type design. I would review them. I would say, tell him the parts that I liked, didn't like as much, or the bits that I wanted to change, and he would go back and come back with a version 2. And so from this version here, for example, I quite liked the offset red light underneath, and I thought that would actually work well with the broad brand as well. He came back with a version 2 here, and I think this one here was the one that caught my eye. I liked the two tone of blue, and then the red kind of contrast into that, as well as the icon and the position in here. And so this stuff here eventually became kind of quite close to what the final brand was. And so you can see from this version 3 here, we're starting to get pretty close in terms of the color palette and these colored backgrounds. Here we were looking at how it would fit in the wider Thrive family. And then so finally onto the final deck. We were quite happy with the font and the color and the setup. We just wanted I was being quite a perfectionist about the final icon, and so Adil was very accommodating in terms of picking the icon that we wanted to go with, and we eventually settled on this one here. Adil then provided a full brand guideline pack, which would include logos, color palette, typography, and the mood board. We then moved on to the website design, and it was really useful partnering with the same person. Adil is very versatile, and so he can support in sort of many different ways, but we ended up, working together to build this wireframe, starting with the homepage here and then building out these subsequent pages. And then again, a couple of rounds of revision, quite efficient and productive. And then we moved to the final website, which is just about to go live. And you can see here, it looks really, really nice. Built a kind of a brand from scratch really in just a couple of weeks. Very happy with the results. And I would, it's been a pleasure to work with Adil. I'll certainly continue to work with him as we grow the Thrive Red Light brand specifically. And I would recommend his services, broadly speaking. So thank you.